What's something people don't know about the Hashashins? High in the rugged Alborz mountains of Persia, a secretive order emerged from the shadows of history. These mountains, with their imposing peaks and hidden valleys, provided the perfect backdrop for a tale shrouded in mystery and intrigue. They were the Hashashin, a name whispered in fear and fascination for centuries. The mere mention of their name could send shivers down the spine of even the bravest souls, as their reputation for stealth and deadly precision was unmatched. Their story is one of intrigue, violence, and an unwavering devotion to their cause. The Hashashin were not just ruthless killers, they were strategic masterminds who used their skills to influence the political landscape of their time. The Hashashin were more than just assassins. They were a powerful political and religious force that challenged the established order of their time. Their influence extended far beyond the blade, reaching into the very heart of political and religious institutions. The Hashashin were a branch of the Ismaili sect of Shia Islam. This religious affiliation provided them with a strong ideological foundation and a network of supporters who shared their beliefs and goals. They arose in the 11th century during a period of great upheaval in the Muslim world. The political landscape was in constant flux, with various factions vying for power and control. The Seljuk Empire, a powerful Sunni Muslim dynasty, had swept across Persia and beyond. Their rapid expansion and dominance created a climate of tension and conflict as they sought to impose their rule over diverse and often resistant populations. This led to religious and political tensions, creating fertile ground for groups like the Hashashin to emerge. The Hashashin capitalized on these divisions, positioning themselves as both protectors and avengers of their faith. In 1090, a charismatic religious leader named Hassan-i Sabbah seized control of a remote mountain fortress called Alamut. This fortress, perched high in the mountains, was nearly impregnable and provided a perfect base for their operations. This impregnable stronghold became the headquarters of the Hashashin. From Alamut, they could plan and execute their missions with relative safety, shielded by the natural defenses of the rugged terrain. From here, Hassan-i Sabbah and his successors would orchestrate a campaign of terror and assassination that would grip the region for almost 2 centuries. Their operations were meticulously planned, with each target carefully chosen to maximize impact. Their preferred targets were powerful political and religious figures who opposed them. By eliminating key leaders, they aimed to destabilize their enemies and assert their own influence. The Hashashins' audacious attacks, often carried out in broad daylight and in public places, sent shockwaves through the courts and cities of the Islamic world. Their ability to strike fear into the hearts of their enemies was unparalleled. No one, from the mightiest sultan to the wealthiest merchant, seemed safe from the Hashashins' reach. Their legacy of fear and power would echo through history, leaving an indelible mark on the annals of time. Hassan-i Sabbah was a brilliant scholar and strategist, a man whose intellect and cunning would leave an indelible mark on history. He shaped the Hashashin into a formidable force, a group that would become legendary for their precision and effectiveness in carrying out their missions. Born in Persia around 1050 CE, Hassan embraced Ismaili Islam in his youth, a decision that would set the course for his future endeavors and ambitions. He quickly rose through the ranks, becoming a trusted missionary and propagandist for the Ismaili cause, known for his persuasive oratory and deep understanding of the faith. Legend has it that Hassan-i Sabbah traveled widely throughout the Muslim world, studying under various Ismaili masters, absorbing knowledge and honing his skills. He eventually made his way to Egypt, the heartland of the Fatimid Caliphate, the spiritual leaders of the Ismaili sect, where he sought to deepen his understanding and gain favor. There he impressed the Caliph with his intellect and devotion, earning a place of respect and influence within the court. Upon his return to Persia, Hassan-i Sabbah began to recruit followers and spread the Ismaili faith, using his charisma and strategic mind to build a loyal base. He understood that to challenge the Seljuk Empire, he needed a secure base of operations, a place where his followers could train and plan without fear of immediate reprisal. He set his sights on Alamut, a nearly impregnable fortress nestled high in the Alborz Mountains, a location that offered both security and strategic advantage. Through cunning and guile, Hassan-i Sabbah and his followers infiltrated Alamut and seized control of the fortress without bloodshed, a testament to his strategic brilliance. This strategic masterstroke provided the Hashashin with a safe haven from their enemies and a platform from which to launch their operations, solidifying their power and influence. From Alamut, Hassan-i Sabbah ruled his mountain domain with an iron fist, enforcing strict discipline and ensuring the loyalty of his followers through both fear and respect. He was a strict disciplinarian but also a charismatic leader who inspired fierce loyalty in his followers, a combination that made the Hashashin a force to be reckoned with. Under his leadership, the Hashashin became known for their meticulous planning and execution of missions, often targeting key figures to destabilize their enemies. Espionage and intelligence gathering were crucial components of their strategy, allowing them to strike with precision and avoid unnecessary conflict. Hassan-i Sabbah ensured that his followers were well trained in various forms of combat and stealth, making them highly effective operatives. The fortress of Alamut became not just a military stronghold, but a center of learning and strategy, where Hassan-i Sabbah's vision was brought to life. His legacy as the Master of Alamut endures, a testament to his brilliance and the indomitable spirit of the Hashashin. The Hashashin's reputation for ruthlessness was only surpassed by the whispers of their secret paradise. These whispers spoke of a place so enchanting, so otherworldly, that it seemed to exist outside the bounds of reality itself. Legends spread throughout the land of a hidden garden within Alamut, a place of intoxicating beauty and sensual delights. This garden was said to be a sanctuary, a hidden oasis amidst the harsh and rugged terrain of the mountains. This fabled garden, it was said, served as both a training ground and a reward for the Hashashin's most devoted followers. It was a place where the boundaries between reality and fantasy blurred, where the senses were overwhelmed by the sheer beauty and opulence of the surroundings. According to these tales, young men were selected for their loyalty and obedience. They were chosen not just for their physical prowess, but for their unwavering dedication to the cause. They were then drugged and brought to the hidden garden. The intoxicants used were said to be powerful, capable of inducing vivid and lifelike dreams. There they awoke to a world designed to fulfill their every desire. Beautiful maidens, flowing wine, and the most exquisite pleasures awaited them. It was a sensory overload, a feast for the eyes, ears, and taste buds, and exotic delicacies abounded in this earthly paradise. The food was said to be unlike anything they had ever tasted, rich and flavorful, prepared with the finest ingredients. The Hashashin, it was believed, used these gardens to convince their recruits that they had experienced a taste of the paradise that awaited them in the afterlife if they died in service to the cause. This belief was deeply ingrained, a powerful motivator that drove them to acts of incredible bravery and sacrifice. This belief, combined with their rigorous training, made the Hashashin fearless and deadly warriors, willing to sacrifice their lives without hesitation. Their training was intense, designed to hone their skills to perfection and instill a sense of unwavering loyalty. While the exact nature of these gardens remains shrouded in mystery, it's likely that the stories were embellished over time. The truth may be a blend of fact and fiction, a tapestry woven from the threads of history and legend. However, they serve as a testament to the power of belief and the psychological tactics employed by the Hashashin to control their followers. The promise of paradise was a powerful tool, a way to inspire unwavering loyalty and dedication. The promise of paradise, whether real or imagined, proved to be a potent weapon. It was a promise that transcended the physical world, offering a glimpse of something greater, something eternal. This promise, combined with the Hashashin's formidable skills, made them a force to be reckoned with, a brotherhood bound by a shared vision of paradise. The Hashashin's success stemmed not just from their unwavering faith, but also from their rigorous training and discipline. Young boys, often from a young age, were recruited or kidnapped and brought to Alamut. There, they underwent intense physical and psychological conditioning to transform them into living weapons. These recruits, known as fidai, meaning devotees, were subjected to a grueling regimen designed to test their loyalty, obedience, and physical endurance. They learned the art of stealth disguise and hand-to-hand combat. Their training emphasized agility, swordsmanship, and the use of daggers, their weapon of choice. Beyond physical prowess, The Fidai received religious indoctrination, instilling in them an unshakable belief in the righteousness of their cause. They were taught to view their targets as enemies of God and their assassinations as acts of religious duty. This potent mix of religious fervor and martial skill turned the Fidai into formidable warriors willing to face death without hesitation. The Hashashins' training instilled in them not just the ability to kill, but also the willingness to die for their cause. This made them an unpredictable and terrifying enemy, one who did not fear death, but embraced it as a pathway to paradise.